Hello, Diamonds. How are you? It's me, Katie. Happy Friday. How is everyone? I just wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit about something that's super important to grow your business, but really hard to do. So it's all about your story. Now, you may have heard us talk about this before, or your coaches before, and you may not have. What your story is basically something that someone can relate to you about that has happened in your life. So whether it's something you feel passionate about or a tragedy or a disease or anything like that, that doesn't have to be negative, but it usually is. But something that's happened to you in your life that people can relate to and get to know you better about. So for me personally, I have a couple different stories that I breadcrumb through my social media posts, but one of them is I have a thyroid disease. So I have Graves' disease, and so many people can relate to that. And it makes it easier to connect with people. It happens to be that, with the Graves' disease, it's really hard to lose weight. So it ties in great with Beachbody, that particular one, but it doesn't have to. Another story that I have is that I'm a single mom. So there's so many single moms out there, or people going through divorces that reach out to me, or going through breakups, or trying to do it on their own. And it's tough. And I like to talk about it because whenever someone says to me, I don't have any money to be a Beachbody coach, or I don't have any money to order Shakeology, I look at them like, really? I'm a single mom. I work 2 jobs. I have Poppy in one of the nicest daycares in town that's, more than my mortgage. I own my house. Like, I get it. It's all about choices. So I can talk them through that, and it's something that people can relate to me about. I think Bonnie said it the other day in one of her calls. She was watching a TV show, but if you watch like The Bachelorette or any real reality show, they give you kind of a backstory on the people. If you watched The Bachelor in Paradise, which I did, everyone loved that single mom, right? And no matter what she had done on the show, whether it was like sleeping with a bunch of guys or anything, I feel like people still would have loved her because of her. She had a great story, like single mom, super tragic, and that just caused us to bond with her. And so the second a guy broke up with her, which happened every single day on the show, everyone attacked this guy. So it was like, they relate to you and they trust you and they stand up for you. So I'm not sure if you guys have talked about your story yet or not, or if it's still something you're trying to figure out. Honestly, some people have super tragic stories. Jenny in here obviously has one that makes me feel like I don't even have anything to share with the world because hers is so intense, and she'll share it with you guys. But that's not true. I can relate to Jenny, because of certain things in my life, and everyone can relate to, and they want to be able to trust you and know that you're a real person, not just a person holding up a Shakeology bottle. They want you to know that you're genuine and that you have emotions and that you're not just here for sale. That, I want to help people that have thyroid diseases because I know that it can be done, because the doctor looks at you when she diagnoses you and is like, you'll never be able to lose weight again. And I'm like, oh, okay. I love it when people tell me I won't be able to do something. So I want to help those people that the doctors have told that they can't lose weight, because they know they can. It may be longer and it may be a longer road and it sucks, but it can happen. And I just want to help those people. And the single moms out there too, I have some friends going through it right now, and you know what? I am 100% better because of my situation. I wouldn't change it for the world, and I know people look at me and see me as like a strong mother and a strong woman because of that, but it's true, and I know that for the other women that I talk to every day, you will be stronger. There are tough times and we talk about them. And even if it's not related to Beachbody, just people relate to me and can understand me and see where I'm coming from and see why I work so hard. People all the time ask me why I work so hard. I have one reason, and it's Poppy, and I have no choice. It's what I want to do. So I want you guys to think about what your story is and how to breadcrumb it. And when I say breadcrumbing, sorry, this video is getting a little long, but I'm really passionate about this because I know it makes such a difference in your business. But when I talk about breadcrumbing, what that really means is, you don't need to lay out your whole story, especially if it's a story that's, hard for you to open up to. Yeah, I tell people I'm a single mom, but I don't tell them I haven't been able to break out of my shell and tell them the whole backstory yet, because it's really hard for me. And people get hurt and it's tough. And you're throwing, people know stories about your life, especially if you're public on Facebook and you have a past and you have friends from your past that may not know about your situation. And that's how it is for me. And so it's really hard for me to open up to people about it. But so I breadcrumb it, what we call it. And so like I'll tell little segments of something, like I'm trying to think. I'll try to look for some posts that I've done about it, but just about being a single mom and like having no. I did a post the other day about someone telling me they didn't have any money, and or that it being an excuse or whatever. And I get it, believe me, but it's a choice I make for my daughter, because she asks me every morning if that's a shake I'm having, and you know I like her to see me being healthy and working out, and I need the money for her and for us. So it's a choice I make. So I breadcrumb those little things, and I, you know, talk about my anxiety with my thyroid and my medicines, and how Shakeology gives me energy and it keeps me awake, because that's a super hard thing with thyroid disease. So just little things in some of my posts. Like I don't just throw a post up and say, here's my shake, having a great day. Like it'll be like, oh my God, I got 3 hours of sleep last night, and with my thyroid acting all out of whack, like this is what I literally need to survive. So like I post things like that to give people kind of an insight into what I'm going through, and be like, hey, I get it. You've got it too. Like reach out to me, or I'll reach out to you. And then they just feel more connected with you. So I'm going to post a link below. It's for an exercise that you may have already done if you qualified for the Success Club call. Maybe back in April. But it's with Bo Eason, and he is amazing, and he's an amazing storyteller, and I want you to do it. The video takes about 40 minutes. Okay, so definitely like make sure you're alone by yourself with a notepad in a room with no kids and husband and distractions. You need a good amount of time, and I know that's tough to find, believe me, but try, even if it's sitting in your car listening to it, you know, while everyone's, you know, wherever they are. But just try to do it. It will really help you write your story, figure out what your story is if you're lost at all. Even if you have a great story and there was no question about what it is, definitely try it out and see if you can relate to it. So that's all I'm going to say for now, because I hope you guys have a great day. Happy Friday. Make sure to post your trackers if you haven't posted them, and also make sure you start tracking if you haven't done it last week. Okay, hope you guys have a great weekend, and don't stop over the weekend. You can do this. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.